but you can't do a water fast for the rest of your life. You can't, nobody wants to live every single day off of 500 calories. That sucks. What's up, everybody? For those of you who are new here, my name is Kenneally, and I'm here to help you get in the best shape of your life, develop this unstoppable and unbreakable mindset, just to smash through life, pass through all the competition. And, I'm just here to help you develop into the optimal human being and the thriving human being that I know that you can be and that you know that you can be. So with that being said, let's get right into today's video. 13 reasons why you aren't losing weight. So before we get started, let me just tell you, oh my goodness, all these bugs. Let me just tell you that real lasting weight loss, it's not just about calories in and calories out, and it's not based on like a strict diet or calorie restriction or just anything. It's way, way more than that. It's about everything. It's about everything in our environment. I mean, the supplements that you take or you don't take, the amount of water you drink, the amount of sleep you're getting. Do you leave the Wi-Fi on at night? Even that, because that affects your brain state at night. So there's your little fun fact for today. You should turn your Wi-Fi off at night so that it doesn't affect your sleep, and it does affect it negatively. So that's something. But it's just all these things around our environments that tell our genes how to express themselves, and it's all of these factors that affect how much weight you're going to lose or how much weight you're not going to lose. So what it boils down to, it's just creating healthy habits and then sticking with them. That's how you're ultimately going to lose weight and sustain it in the long term, because no fad diet, no calorie restriction, none of that stuff actually works. Because when people do those, it's kind of like a before story. You see them before they're out of shape, and then they do this fad diet or some kind of program, and sure, it works. They lose weight, but what they were doing was they were restricting calories. They're doing these stupid water fasts, so it works. But you can't do a water fast for the rest of your life. You can't. Nobody wants to live every single day off of 500 calories. That sucks. And so that's what those things are. So today I'm going to give you 13 reasons why you probably aren't losing the weight that you desire. So let's get right into it. All right, reason number 1, you think you're eating healthy, but you're actually not. So this is super common just because of the society that we live in today. Because you can go to a store and you see they have like these gluten-free organic products, and then you actually look at the label, and the second or third ingredient is sugar or wheat or just something like terrible. Well, I guess you wouldn't find wheat on a gluten-free package, but anyway, so there's like sugar, and the higher up on the ingredient list something is, the more of it is present. So you can have organic, gluten-free, non-GMO, but it's still loaded with sugar and just all these other undesirable ingredients. So you have to be extremely careful when you're shopping for these foods, because all you want to be eating are real foods. So fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, just stuff like that, like nightshades, just all that stuff that just comes from the earth. You don't want to be getting your food from the store, because all that's just processed crap and none of it is actually good for you. And then so when you're buying your fruits and vegetables, organic is always best. That's just kind of a rule of thumb. There is a list from ewg.org, I believe. It's called the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. And so if you're struggling to afford organic foods, or if you're on a budget, that list is great. It'll show you the 15 foods that are okay to buy non-organic, and then the 12 foods that you should never buy organic. So that's that. And then meats, grass-fed, pasture-raised, all those kind of things, that's what you want to stick with, because that's just the best stuff out there. It's the highest quality. You're not getting all the antibiotics and hormones and pesticides and all the crap that comes in conventional and processed food. So there's tip number one. Real food only. You might not be eating as healthy as you think, so check that out. Reason number two, you're under too much stress. So the stress response in the body is subconscious, and the only thing that's affecting it is what's outside our environment, really. And the problem with being stressed, and especially, like I said, with our society today, we're always stressed and we're putting our bodies in this constant state of fight or flight mode. And when we're in fight or flight mode, we're pumping up all this cortisol and it's giving us all this adrenaline and all this energy. But it's also taking away from our weight loss efforts. A buildup of cortisol actually leads to muscle loss and depletion, and that is not what you want when you're trying to lose weight or just get in shape or build muscle. I mean, none of those things are good. So you're gonna really want to be watching your stress levels and paying attention to them and being very self-aware and mindful of the stressors that are in your life. I highly recommend meditating or having a gratitude journal, practicing mindfulness throughout the day, just taking like 10 seconds to close your eyes and just listen to what's around you or feel like what your body's feeling. Those things are tremendous help and just amazing in reducing the stresses of daily life. So that's tip number two. Reason number three that you're not losing weight might be because you're actually eating too many carbs. And now this is kind of a really widely debated topic, because you see those like Instagram ads and Facebook ads of people who are telling you that you don't have to stop eating like pizza and soda and all this crap. But I mean, that's seriously unrealistic. I mean, if you want to be a healthy person and lose weight, you actually have to be a healthy person, and you need to limit the pizza and the soda, and honestly, you should just cut that stuff out, unless you're like making your own pizza homemade, but soda is full of sugar and so much bad stuff. You should never be drinking that. So you really want to limit your carbs, and the reason limiting your carbs works, and if you've probably heard of the keto diet, when you restrict the amount of carbs that you eat, you put your body in the state of ketosis, and you literally learn to just start burning fat for energy instead of carbs and sugar. So just imagine that. You could be sitting on your couch doing nothing all day, and your body is just burning fat because that's the only energy source it has. And so that's huge when it comes to weight loss. Reason number four why you might not be losing weight is because you're actually adding muscle. And this one's kind of obvious if you're going to the gym. You can never just use the scale as your determinant for your progress, because the scale doesn't tell the whole story. Your muscles could be huge and jacked, and you're wondering, well, what the heck? I'm going up in weight, not down. So that's just kind of a little simple thing. Don't use the scale as your like progress metric. Use how you're feeling, how you're looking, and all these other reasons that I'm gonna present to you. So that was reason number four. You might be adding muscle. Reason number five, you might not be active enough. And you might be saying, well, I go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, but going to the gym for 30 minutes to an hour 3 or 4 days a week, that's amazing, that's great, you got to keep doing that. But then if you come home or you go to a job where you're sitting for 8 to 10 hours a day, that's just not healthy for you. What you should be doing is adding frequent movement or frequent breaks from whatever you're doing into your daily routine. So if you're sitting at work, every hour take a 5 to 10 minute walk, get some water, go to the bathroom, do whatever. Or if you're sitting at home, just do something like any kind of exercise, kayaking. Like I have a slack rope that I just do for fun sometimes. Just get up and walk around and don't just sit on the couch all day. So be sure to add frequent movement to your days. That's huge. Reason number 6 why you might not be losing weight is because you're doing too much chronic cardio. So if you go to the gym and your whole gym routine is like a little warm up and then running for 45 minutes to an hour, or just just going hard on that treadmill, that is actually seriously bad for your body, and especially detrimental to your weight loss efforts, because when you're just running and pushing your body and you're in this fight or flight mode, your body is getting all its energy from carbs and sugars. And when you use all this energy and you continue to use it chronically, then your body needs more, and it's going to spur these sugar cravings, and just all these hunger cravings, and you're going to want to break your healthy diet. You're going to want to stop working out. You're going to want to eat all these sugary foods, and it's just going to completely take away from all of your weight loss efforts. So running on the treadmill for more than 30 minutes, I do not recommend. Reason number 7 why you aren't losing weight. It's because you haven't tried intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is something that I absolutely love, and I talk about it all the time, and it's basically just not eating for a longer period of time than you're used to. So for me, I fast from around 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. So I'm only drinking water, or I have like a green tea or some kind of tea. But that's it. No eating, no breakfast. So my first meal is at like 2 p.m. And that has so many amazing benefits, and it just gives your digestive system a break from all the work that it's doing. And it's super helpful for weight loss because, well, for one, when you're fasting, you're probably not going to eat as many calories, and 2, it teaches you to overcome cravings, and 3, it'll help you become fat adapted, like I was talking about earlier with ketosis, where you start to burn your own fat for energy rather than carbs and sugars that you would get from like eating a breakfast that's high in those things. So I highly recommend you research intermittent fasting and then try it out for yourself, because that is huge when it comes to weight loss. Reason number 8 that you're not losing weight. It's because you're giving yourself cheat days. And cheat days are not a part of a healthy lifestyle. You should not have to retreat back and escape from the lifestyle you're living, that you're trying to lose weight and just be in the best shape of your life possible. It just doesn't make sense. What you need to be doing is building just a lifestyle and a routine around being healthy. So build a lifestyle that you enjoy, build a workout routine that you enjoy, and don't give yourself cheat days. You don't need cheat days. If you're loving everything that you're doing, why would you cheat from it? It's as simple as that. So that's reason number 8. Don't cheat yourself out of a healthy lifestyle. Get a routine down, get some workouts scheduled. There you go. Reason number 9 that you're not losing weight is because your calorie intake is actually higher than your calories out. So I did mention this at the very beginning of the video, that calories in, calories out isn't everything, but it does have a role to play. It is a piece of the puzzle. So if you've tried all these other suggestions and all these other reasons don't apply to you, you might just be eating too much. So dial it back, and just assess where you are, and maybe that'll fix your problem. Reason number 10 why you might not be losing weight is because you've already reached your ideal weight. So congratulations. I mean, there isn't much I can say here. If you have the healthy lifestyle, if you have the healthy habits, if you're working out, if you're doing all these things and nothing is working, then you might just be at your ideal weight already, and there's nothing more that you can do. So just be happy with the body that you have and make the most of it. Reason number 11, you're low on willpower, or your willpower is practically non-existent. And this is a huge problem, and it's actually most people's problem, is they can't stick with something for the long term, and they can't push their bodies, and they don't have this self-discipline. And that's super important, and you really need to build that up with yourself. And the easiest way to do that is just to immediately do something. Whenever you feel resistance, if you plan to go to the gym and then you wake up and you don't feel like it, literally just go immediately. Like, don't even grab a water, just run out the door to your car or to the gym. Just do something. You just need to build momentum. And if you do this every single day, you're gonna practice that willpower muscle, and it's going to get stronger and stronger, and then all these things that you don't want to do, you're still not going to like love to do them, but it's going to be easier for you to just say, all right, this is what I have to do. I'm doing this for my body, I'm doing this for myself, or whatever my goals are, and you just do it. So work on your willpower, because it's a muscle, it needs to be practiced, and it needs to be used consistently. Reason number 12 that you might not be losing weight is because you haven't actually focused enough on your diet and lifestyle. And I would say that your diet and lifestyle are the most important things when it comes to losing weight. And going to the gym, honestly, has such a small part. I mean, I used to be 190 pounds, and all I did was I changed some things in my diet, and I changed just some things with my lifestyle, and I literally lost 45 pounds without ever stepping foot in a gym. And that's just how powerful your diet and lifestyle are when it comes to weight loss and just living your best life. It's amazing, and it's immensely powerful. So if this is one of the reasons that you're not losing weight, I would make sure that you kind of go to the other reason that I mentioned, and that's focus on eating real food. I think it was reason number 1 that I said it, actually. Just stick to the fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, smoothies, just the good meats and the good dairy, that's pasture raised, free range, all that stuff, because those foods literally make up every single cell in your body. And if you eat junk and you eat crap, you're gonna feel like crap and you're gonna look like crap. It makes total sense, and it's true. So make sure that you're focusing on your diet and lifestyle. I mean, you need to have good lifestyle practices to like manage stress, like I mentioned earlier. Meditate, gratitude journal, have affirmations, visualize yourself and what it's gonna feel like when you've achieved your goals. You need to be doing all these things so that you can have this long-term success with your body composition and losing weight. So that was reason number 12. And the final reason, number 13, you might not be sleeping enough. And sleep has a huge impact on our weight loss goals, because in our sleep, that's when we rejuvenate and we recover, and our muscles just build back up and we get our strength back. And if you're not sleeping well, then you're actually hurting your metabolism. And you're not only hurting your metabolism, but you're giving yourself less energy to actually work out and do the things that you need to do. And so that's kind of the third thing. The less sleep you get, the less willpower you're gonna have. And the less willpower that you have, the less that any of your weight loss efforts are gonna pan out and even work. So you need to make sure you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep at least every night. Put the phones away an hour before bed. Get blue light blocking glasses. That's actually what I'm wearing now. I don't know why I'm wearing them outside, but it is what it is. And these things allow the melatonin to produce correctly without the interference from lights from TVs and screens and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I would recommend. So there you go. That was 13 reasons why you might not be losing weight. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. You know how it works. And I'll also put a link below to my blog where you can follow me and everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm teaching. And I also have a free ebook. It's called Eat Your Way to Abs, which kind of goes right along with this video. So all you got to do is pop your email in, and then I send you this free book. And I mean, that's pretty cool, right? So that's that. And until the next video, I hope you stay well, stay healthy, and thrive.